Hey, I'm Michael Lunsford here, Citizens for Louisiana, and we're looking at the recent Veto Mayor Monique Boulet, the ordinance that she vetoed here. I think officially Monday morning the word came out. We had an article out on Monday titled "Lafayette, $1 million scheme to outsource the mayor," and effectively that's what, in my opinion, that's what the ordinance is trying to do. So let's look at what the advocate has been putting out, which, they're not. So what the advocate does is they'll call up Kevin Blanchard and they'll call up LCG, I guess, Monique Boulet or whoever the press person is, and they'll ask them questions and they'll print the answers. They don't really dig into the documents. That's not their thing. Maybe it used to be at one point, but lately. Let's look at what the advocate says versus what the documents say, because the documents, generally speaking, are more truthful than people. So when you call Kevin Blanchard and say, Kevin, why should you be allowed to do this stuff? He's going to give you all the great reasons why he should be allowed to run all the projects in the city of Lafayette. And they're going to print that. But the document says something different. Let's look real quick. So this is Lafayette Mayor defends a veto of $1 million downtown plan. DDA pushes back on oversight concerns because, Kevin Blanchard doesn't like oversight apparently. So from the article, DDA redevelopment plan and actual projects or programs tied to it would have to go before the city council for review and approval according to the ordinance. So this is already a problem because that's not what the ordinance says. Additionally, the agreement, in the mayor's view, allowed the DDA to expand its scope of work beyond downtown. So let's address those two big things. Number one, in the mayor's view, allowed DDA to expand. It's actually in the document. We're gonna look at that. And it doesn't have to go. It does. According to this, it has to go before the city council for review and approval, according to the ordinance. So let's look at. Here's the ordinance. It's a few pages. It's a lot of pages. And so who reads this stuff? In fact, the mayor in her veto message, which I have here, said one of the reasons she vetoed it was the absence of a thorough and competent legal review. But look, this thing is huge. So let's look at number one here. DDA redevelopment plan and actual projects or programs tied to it would have to go before the city council for review or approval according to the ordinance. I have that. It's in section, I believe that's 4.05. Yes, 4.05. Are you ready for this? LCG shall receive notice of any material scope changes, but shall not have approval authority over such changes. So effectively, this cooperative endeavor agreement has removed, once they've approved this, they've removed the ability for Lafayette to make any changes to it, according to right here. It's right here, black and white. And this isn't just one line in this 50-page document. There's more to it. It says this a lot and in a few different places. For redevelopment work located wholly outside the DDA boundaries. Now that goes to the second point. The mayor's view, it allows DDA to expand its scope beyond downtown. So, for redevelopment work located wholly outside of downtown boundaries, LCG hereby authorizes and directs the DDA to manage such work on LCG's behalf. DDA shall serve as LCG's designee for all such work, and LCG delegates to the DDA such authority as necessary to carry out such work. It's 100%, here you go, DDA, do it all. It keeps going. Unified management. All redevelopment work shall be managed by the DDA as an integrated whole. The DDA shall be the accountable party for all redevelopment work, regardless of the geographic location of any component. So already the advocate, apparently talking to Kevin Blanchard, got it wrong. There's a big shock. Here's something else that kind of bothers me. In fact, do I want to get into the rest of these little things here? I have this whereas clause. Did we read this yet? In the very beginning, it's one of the page 5 of whereas clauses. Whereas the geographic scope of the redevelopment work extends beyond the boundaries of both DDA and the Downtown Economic Development District to include portions of the broader urban core. What's that? Including downtown, the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, the Oil Center, and the Evangeline Thruway. So just carte blanche, whatever you want, Kevin. It's all right here in black and white. Just let him have it. Let's see. What else do I have here? And here it is again. This is section F. This is 2.01F. It says, delegation of authority. LCG authorizes and directs DDA to manage all redevelopment work, including work conducted outside the boundaries of DDA on LCG's behalf. So repeatedly, over and over in the document, it says something different than what the newspaper is reporting. That, to me, is a little bit problematic, because we like to interview documents because that's how you find stuff out. Oh, there's another little thing here that I want to bring up while we're in here. The DDA is currently in an ongoing lawsuit with the Lafayette Consolidated Government following the city's Board of Zoning Adjustments vote to approve a downtown condo project last year. The DDA lost its battle in the local court, but appealed the decision to the Third Circuit. So here we do. We have two people. You have the plaintiff and the defendant. And generally speaking, when you have parties like that, you have to have an attorney in between. Because that's how it goes. But for whatever reason, Kevin has bypassed all attorneys, and he is now trying to get authorization to do more development, to have more authority over development work. Perhaps it's related to the lawsuit, because he doesn't want this private developer to build a condo downtown. Never mind, they're always whining about they need more living downtown. Some guy tries to bring more living downtown, and Kevin tries to block him. The court has said he has no authority to do so. He's suing Lafayette, and he's slipping in a request for $1 million from Lafayette. You can't make this stuff up. All right, so we've established, I think, relatively well that the point of all this is to take power from the mayor and give it to Kevin Blanchard. Let me give you another little. This is the latest article. I think this came out today. Downtown plan dispute escalates as DDA urges Lafayette Council to override the veto. We've already kind of covered some of this, but LCG would have the chance to review and comment on proposals. Again, we'll go right back right here, where it says in the document that LCG has no authority over this stuff. Let's see, where was that? LCG shall receive notice of material scope changes, but shall not have approval authority over such changes. So even when the advocate does an update, they still miss that point. Our agreement places the city council in full charge of plan deliverables. Okay, well, that's not what the document says. So this is, he wants the council to override the veto. I think I want to mention too, while we're standing here, we happen to have the home rule charter here. And I don't see anywhere in here that it directs the mayor has to sign an agreement if the council authorizes her to do so. So even if they override the veto, which we'll see how that goes, it's not scheduled yet. I think May 5th, something like that is when the next meeting. If they were to override the veto, the mayor still doesn't have to sign the agreement. And without an agreement, it's illegal for Lafayette to give the $500,000 to Downtown Development Authority. So even with the veto override, there's nothing he can do. He's still blocked, and he's not going to get his money, and all that stuff is going away. So to me, the smart thing would be for the council to just say, Kevin, you lose, try again another day. Maybe after you're done suing us, huh? So real quick, I wanted to, right before we finish up, the question was, why in the world would Kevin want to ask Lafayette for $500,000 in the Downtown Development District, $500,000 for a total of $1 million to do a study when we just finished the State of the Parish, where the mayor told us all the things that she's planning to do? Well, apparently he doesn't like the plan, or he didn't go to the State of the Parish. He doesn't know what the plan is. So he wants $1 million to create a plan for the city of Lafayette. That's my interpretation. But why did he split it? Why is it 500 from the city and 500 from the Economic Development District? Because I pulled the Economic Development District's financials, and you know what their funding balance is? Their fund balance, the last report that came out was the year ending October 31st, 2024. It was $2.5 million. So Kevin could take the entire $1 million out of the Economic Development District, which is a lot easier to get at because it doesn't have to go through the mayor. It goes through the city council separately for whatever reason. Joel Robideau decided to set it up that way, or Joe Durrell. I lose track of. Oh, it was Joel Robideau. But the money's all there. So why would he ask the city of Lafayette to sign a cooperative endeavor agreement to give him money in return for him taking over all projects in the city of Lafayette? That's a good question. Anyway, until next time, keep reading. Keep documents especially, not necessarily the newspapers, because you see, we just proved they don't know what they're doing. But this is going to be interesting, so stay tuned. We'll be back to talk more about this as the fun unfolds. And I'm still trying to figure out what in the world is Kevin Blanchard up to. But we think we know. See you next time.